the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. This one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the draw. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. When you look at the design of a draw play, you don't often see it going to the outside, but I'm not sure he had much of a choice there.
The running back couldn't find a hole. The defense wasn't full. Listen, when you do see a draw as a defensive lineman, you don't bite. You don't run up the field. You don't rush the passer like they want you to. You sit there and play run for a second. Good job by that defensive line not running themselves out of the play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The screen, and watch out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Now on the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for a physical attack to the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Motion from the wideout. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time. Oh, it's loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Finding open areas. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. The give to Davis. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's McCoy. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Try to get it to the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown Seminoles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L Cup. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Carr. Pulls it in, it's Lockett. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got a man in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Nelson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route. They break on it. They go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance. Off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. It's a draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll take it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks. You've got to know where you are on the field. On 3rd down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now out of field goal range, back behind the 40-yard line. Bad decision by that QB.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Back open in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting into a playmaker in space, always winning.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds space on the right. Still running at the 40. All out of space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Irish will open the 4th with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together. There he goes! Past the sticks, and he may get more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The option look. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play. Defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They punted away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That's reeled in. It's Hunter. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Motion from the back. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Irish!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.